Hey everybody, it's Sunday and that means it's time for our NHL Picks of the Week, where I look ahead to the upcoming week in the NHL and pick 5 games where I decide who I think is going to win. So before we get into it, I just ask that you please subscribe if you are new and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't yet. Both of those things really help out the channel and are very much appreciated. So last week I went 4-0 in my picks. And the 5th game, unfortunately, was postponed. It was the Carolina-Florida game that was supposed to happen last night. And obviously it didn't because Carolina is having a little bit of a COVID issue with their team. So only 4 games ended up happening that I picked from last week out of the 5. But in those 4 games, I was correct in all of them. I went 4 for 4 last week, bringing my season record to 7-2 to start this year. So we're going to hope to build off that this week for sure. So let's get into it here. Taking a look at my picks for this week. As you can see, 7-2 record. Got a couple games picked on Tuesday here. First, the Philadelphia Flyers over the New Jersey Devils on Tuesday night. The Flyers got off to a really good start, and then over the last week have really started to have some issues. They just lost 2 games in a row to the Bruins, and Philadelphia is not going to be happy with that. So they're a team against a weaker opponent in New Jersey and who doesn't have Mackenzie Blackwood, and that's really the big reason and why I'm picking this game is because New Jersey doesn't have Mackenzie Blackwood, who's on the COVID list. That leaves a huge gap in their goaltending, and the Flyers are going to be hungry to get back into the win column after a couple of losses to the Bruins, especially a really bad loss on Saturday where they just got destroyed in that game. So look for the Flyers to come out with a vengeance on Tuesday, and I think New Jersey is going to take the brunt of that. Also on Tuesday night, I have the Dallas Stars over the Detroit Red Wings. Dallas finally has started their season. They started it a couple weeks late, or a little over a week late, because of their own COVID issues, but they came out firing on all cylinders, scoring 7 goals in their first game against Nashville and just absolutely killing the Predators. They've got another game against the Predators that's actually happening today. We don't know how that one's going to go yet, but when they play Detroit on Tuesday, I fully expect the Dallas Stars to win that game given how they looked in their first game, and I think they're coming out ready to go for this season and going to be a tough team again this year. Nothing on Wednesday, so Thursday, I've got one game on Thursday, the Montreal Canadiens over the Calgary Flames. So this is going to be a good game, but Calgary has to play a series with the Toronto Maple Leafs while Montreal is sitting at home and has 4 straight days off. Montreal's played a lot of hockey to start this season. They just finished up a series with Vancouver that ended last night, and now they have 4 days off, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all off to really rest up and get ready for Calgary. Meanwhile, Calgary's going to be playing what should be a very tough series against the Toronto Maple Leafs, and it's in Montreal. Montreal at home, I just think well rested like that, and given how good they've been to start this season, I think the Canadiens are going to be tough to beat in that one. I'm going with Montreal. On Friday, the 29th, there's only one game in the league that night, but I'm picking it, and it's Columbus over the Chicago Blackhawks. So Columbus has not had a great start to the season. They're 2-2-2. They've been very middle of the road to start the year, but they've finally got this whole Pierre-Luc Dubois situation behind them. The trade has been made. Dubois is off to Winnipeg. They've got Patrick Laine coming in. They've got Jack Roslovic coming in. The distraction is gone now, and it's time for the Columbus Blue Jackets to get back to being the Columbus Blue Jackets and get back to winning hockey games, and this is a game that they absolutely should win. If Columbus is going to be a playoff team, they need to win games like this against weaker opponents in their division like the Chicago Blackhawks. So I really think Columbus is going to pull this one out. They're going to beat the Blackhawks, and that's my pick for Friday. And then final pick of the week comes from Saturday, the 30th. I have the St. Louis Blues over the Anaheim Ducks. And this is just simply a case of one team being better than the other. St. Louis has got off to a very inconsistent kind of start. It's been a weird start to the season for the Blues. They're giving up a lot of goals in some games, but they're scoring a lot of goals, and they are 3-1-1 to start the season. So it's not like it's been bad. It's just been inconsistent, and some nights they look really, really good. Other nights they don't look quite as good. They should beat the Anaheim Ducks. Listen, no disrespect to Anaheim, but they're a rebuilding team. They're a team that it's going to be a long year probably. They're not going to find themselves in the win column a whole lot. St. Louis is a team that isn't just trying to make the playoffs, but is trying to win this division. So if they're going to be a division-winning level team and a high seed going into the playoffs, they're going to have to beat teams like Anaheim and make sure that they take care of business in those very winnable games. So I've got the Blues on Saturday over Anaheim. So those are my picks of the week for this week, guys. As you can see, 5 more games. Hopefully going to build on my 7-2 record to start here. And I've got 2 from Tuesday night. I've got Philadelphia over New Jersey. I've got Dallas over Detroit, both on Tuesday. On Thursday, I have Montreal over Calgary. On Friday, I have Columbus over Chicago. And on Saturday, I have St. Louis over Anaheim. Those are my picks of the week. Let's see how we do. Really looking forward to this week of hockey, and hopefully most of these are correct. So with that, like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. All those links are down in the description. If you'd like to further support the channel, the links to our Patreon merchandise store and donation link are down in the description as well. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.